In the vast world of nature, every creature is connected with instinct and intuition. These two elements are the compass and map that guide animals through the challenges and wonders of the natural universe. Instinct is the ancestral legacy, a pre-programmed wisdom that flows through DNA like a river of accumulated knowledge. It is instinct that causes newly hatched sea turtles to head straight for the sea, a path etched into their essence since time immemorial. Intuition, on the other hand, is the whisper of the moment, a subtle perception that seems to transcend logic. It is intuition that alerts the deer to danger before physical senses can detect it, an innate understanding that something is not right. It is intuition that guides flocks of migratory birds, who, without maps or compasses, find their way across continents and oceans, driven by an invisible force that guides them. Together, instinct and intuition are the silent masters of the animal kingdom, shaping behaviors and survival strategies. They are the counselors who do not speak, but whose advice is followed without question, for they represent the essence of life in its purest and unadulterated form. Reflecting on instinct and intuition in the animal kingdom is to recognize that, despite our intelligence and technology, there is still much to learn from these masters of life. They teach us about the importance of listening not only with our ears, but with our hearts, of seeing not only with our eyes, but with our souls. In a world where the noise of civilization often drowns out the voices of nature, perhaps it is time to tune back into these silent sages and rediscover the fundamental truths they have to share. In the concert of nature, each living being is a soloist, bringing a unique melody to the symphony of existence. These individual revelations are the voices of ancestral wisdom, echoes of a wild life that speak of survival, harmony, and the eternal cycle of life. Each creature, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, carries with it a lesson that, if listened to attentively, can unravel hidden aspects of the world around us. It is a silent dialogue, where language is not made of words, but of actions and pure existence. The bird that flies high in the sky reveals to us the importance of perspective and broad vision. The bird's freedom is a living metaphor for the expansion of horizons and the breaking of barriers. In the open sky, each wing beat is a testament to unlimited possibility and the sovereign choice that defines the essence of freedom. They see borders as imaginary lines, drawn by the human hand, that do not apply to the free spirit that flies above them. This ability to change perspective is a valuable lesson for us. Birds show us that we are often trapped in our own limited views, and that there is always another way to look at the situations we face. They encourage us to rise higher, to seek new angles, and to understand that true freedom comes from the ability to change our worldview. Furthermore, birds teach us about the freedom of choice. They decide when to leave and when to stay, when to sing and when to be silent. In their existence, every decision is autonomous, every movement is an expression of self-will. They inspire us to value our own autonomy and to make choices that resonate with our inner truth. The bird's freedom is an invitation to break the chains of conformity and fly towards authenticity. It is a reminder that, just like them, we have the power to rise above circumstances and view life from a broader and more liberating perspective. And, perhaps, by learning from birds, we may also find the courage to spread our own wings and discover the true meaning of freedom. Cats possess a unique perspective on the world, a vision that transcends what is visible to human eyes. With pupils that dilate in the twilight, cats see what remains hidden in the darkness to us. They perceive subtle movements with a clarity that defies our understanding. They listen with finely tuned ears, picking up frequencies that escape us. They live in a world of sounds that is silence to us, an auditory spectrum filled with nuances and melodies. And there is touch, the texture they explore with their delicate paws. Where we feel only the surface, they discern fine details, understanding the world not just by what is seen, but by what is felt. The world seen through the eyes of a cat is a place of hidden wonders and whispered secrets. It is a realm where the visible and the invisible meet, where the known and the unknown dance in harmony. Cats teach us that there is more to reality than what we touch and see, that there are layers of existence waiting to be discovered by those willing to look beyond the obvious. By observing a cat, we are invited to question our own perception of the world. We are inspired to consider that perhaps there are mysteries around us, waiting to be revealed by more attentive eyes and more open hearts. And by doing so, we can begin to appreciate the beauty and complexity of life in a richer and deeper way. In a constantly changing aquatic world, fish are masters of adaptability, teaching us that the ability to adjust is a form of deep intelligence. In rivers and oceans, fish face daily challenges, currents, predators, and the relentless search for food. They do not resist changes, they embrace them. When the waters churn, they do not fight against the current, they use it to propel themselves forward, showing us that often, the wisest path is the one that flows with the nature of things. The adaptability of fish is also reflected in their incredible diversity. From the tiny colorful fish that inhabit coral reefs to the large predators of the ocean abyss, each species has found its unique way to survive and thrive. They teach us that there is not a single way to face life, there are as many ways as there are creatures in the sea. In their underwater existence, fish teach us about the importance of awareness and presence. They are fully immersed in their world, each sense tuned to detect opportunities and dangers. They invite us to be fully present in our own lives, to be alert and ready to adapt to the waves of change that inevitably come. The wisdom of the fish is a reminder that life is a constant flow and that our ability to adapt to this flow determines our ability to thrive. Like fish, we can learn to be flexible, to find our strength in softness, and to see each change not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity to grow and evolve. The curiosity of the rabbit is an invitation to exploration, a call to discovery that resonates in the heart of all living beings. With their large, attentive eyes, rabbits observe the world around them, always alert and ready to investigate any novelty that appears in their path. These small explorers, with their agile leaps and ever-alert ears, show us that curiosity is the engine of adventure and learning. They do not fear the unknown, on the contrary, they are attracted to it. Each new leaf, each moving shadow, is an opportunity to learn something new, to expand their world. Rabbits inspire us to look at our own environment with eyes of discovery. Their curiosity encourages us not to settle for what we already know, but to always seek more, to question and experiment. In their constant search for new experiences, rabbits also teach us about the importance of being cautious and conscious. They know that curiosity must be balanced with prudence, that each new discovery brings with it both potential rewards and risks. They carefully assess their surroundings before making the next leap, a valuable lesson on how to balance the desire to explore with the need for safety. The curiosity of the rabbit is a reminder that life is a vast world of possibilities, a space where exploration and discovery are essential for growth. Like rabbits, we can embrace our innate curiosity, allowing it to guide us along unexplored paths and lead us to experiences that enrich our understanding of the world and ourselves. The curiosity of the rabbit is not just about the search for novelties, it's about the joy of living, about finding pleasure in the search and discovery. It's an invitation to be eternal learners, always open to the new, always ready for the next discovery that awaits us just ahead. The cunning of the monkey is a fascinating mirror of human intelligence, reflecting our own complexity and behavioral nuances. In the branches of trees and on the plains, monkeys display a capacity for reasoning and a social skill that challenge the boundaries between the human and the animal. Monkeys, with their intricate and dynamic societies, show us that intelligence goes beyond the ability to solve problems. It encompasses the ability to navigate the social world with dexterity. They form alliances, resolve conflicts, and even deceive each other to achieve their goals, behaviors that are surprisingly familiar to us. These skilled primates use tools, a characteristic that we once believed to be exclusively human. They adapt objects from their environment to access food or facilitate tasks, demonstrating an understanding of the physical world that resonates with our own inventiveness. Communication among monkeys is also complex, involving a variety of vocalizations, facial expressions, and gestures. This rich body and sound language is a testament to their emotional intelligence, a skill that we deeply value in our own species. Furthermore, monkeys are capable of empathy and compassion, caring for each other and sharing resources, which leads us to reflect on the foundations of morality and altruism. They play, show joy and sadness, and form strong emotional bonds, reminding us that emotions are a vital part of the experience of being intelligent. The cunning of the monkey challenges us to recognize the continuity between all forms of intelligence and to appreciate the richness of cognitive life that we share with our closest relatives in the cycle of life. The strength of the horse is a manifestation of power and elegance that inspires admiration and respect. These magnificent animals are living symbols of overcoming and resilience. In the open fields, where horses run free, there is a display of vigor that speaks directly to the human soul. Each gallop is a testament to the ability to go beyond limits, to transform obstacles into opportunities to demonstrate their strength. They do not just run, they fly over the earth, with a grace that defies gravity and a speed that captures the wind. The relationship between horses and humans should be a partnership that is based on mutual trust and respect. When riding a horse, we are reminded that true strength does not come from domination, but from collaboration. It is a delicate balance between leading and following, between guiding and being guided, that results in a harmonious dance of aligned wills. Overcoming, in the context of horses, is a lesson about the importance of facing challenges with courage and determination. They show us that each barrier is a chance to grow, that each jump is an opportunity to reach new heights. They encourage us to find our own inner strength and use it to move mountains, to reach dreams that seem as distant as the stars. The strength of the horse, therefore, is more than physical, it is a strength of character, a strength of spirit. It is a reminder that, within each of us, there is an indomitable power waiting to be awakened. And, as we contemplate the strength and grace of horses, we can learn to overcome our own challenges and move towards a future of unlimited possibilities. The resilience of the rat is a chronicle of survival. In a world that often does not welcome them, rats emerge as masters of persistence, finding ways where others see barriers. In the alleys of cities and in the fields, rats demonstrate a remarkable ability to adapt to almost any environment. They make dwellings in inhospitable places, transforming leftovers into resources and challenges into opportunities. They do not give up in the face of obstacles. On the contrary, each obstacle is a puzzle to be solved, a chance to exercise their innate ingenuity. Rats teach us that persistence is a form of intelligence, that the ability to keep trying is as important as the ability to triumph. They remind us that sometimes, the greatest bravery is in not giving up, in continuing to move forward even when the path is uncertain. The resilience of the rat is a lesson that, with determination and creativity, we can overcome the most challenging circumstances and transform what seems to be the end into a new beginning. The majesty of the whale lies not only in the grace with which it glides through the waters, but also in its complex communication and social structure, which subtly reveal the existence of a collective consciousness in the vast blue of the sea. Whales communicate through songs that resonate in the marine depths, true symphonies that can travel for kilometers. These sounds, rich in frequencies and variations, are more than simple calls. They are expressions of identities, migratory routes, and even social relationships. The social structure of whales is a reflection of cooperation and empathy. They help each other in times of need, such as at the birth of a calf or when one is injured. This altruistic behavior is an indication that they have a keen perception of the other, an ability to feel and respond to the emotions and situations of their peers. What this reveals about collective consciousness is profound. Whales, through their interactions and communications, demonstrate that there is a shared intelligence, a network of knowledge and experience that transcends the individual. The greatness of the whale challenges us to recognize that consciousness is not a gift exclusive to humanity, but a characteristic shared with these extraordinary creatures that, in the depths, maintain a rich and connected society, a universe of wisdom that we are only just beginning to understand. The grace of the butterfly is a spectacle of transformation and renewal that unfolds before our eyes, a demonstration of nature in its most poetic expression of change. The metamorphosis of the butterfly begins in the simplicity of an egg, which unfolds into a hungry caterpillar. In this initial stage, the caterpillar is a creature of voracious appetite, consuming leaves and growing, preparing itself for the next stage of its existence. This phase is a representation of the accumulation of experiences, of the necessary growth that precedes any great transformation. When the caterpillar is ready, it weaves a cocoon around itself, a shelter where the magic of metamorphosis will occur. Within this chrysalis, the caterpillar breaks down to rebuild itself, a process that is both mysterious and wonderful. It is a phase of introspection and reconfiguration, where the old gives way to the new, and potential prepares to become reality. And then, when the time is right, the cocoon breaks open and the butterfly emerges. The wings, once compacted and colorless, unfold revealing vibrant patterns and colors. The butterfly extends its wings to the sun, allowing them to strengthen. This moment is a powerful symbol of rebirth, of emerging with a new form and purpose. The butterfly takes flight, leaving behind the life it once knew as a caterpillar. It explores the world with a renewed perspective, visiting flowers and dancing in the air. Its transformation is a reminder that change is a constant of life, that each ending is merely the prelude to a new beginning. The metamorphosis of the butterfly teaches us that transformation is possible for all of us. It encourages us to embrace changes, to accept periods of transition as essential parts of growth. And, just like the butterfly, we can find beauty and strength in the transformations we face, emerging from our own internal cocoons with grace and readiness for the new challenges and adventures that life has in store for us. The versatility of the duck is a lesson in adaptation. Ducks are equipped with unique features that allow them to explore different habitats. Their waterproof feathers keep them dry and comfortable in the water, while their webbed feet make them efficient swimmers. On land, they walk with grace, seeking food and shelter with the same ease as they do in lakes and rivers. This ability to move between worlds is a metaphor for the versatility needed in life. They teach us that survival often depends on our ability to be flexible and to adjust to changes, whether it's a change of season or a completely new environment. The versatility of the duck, therefore, is a reminder that the ability to adapt and to be versatile is essential. In a constantly changing world, the ability to reinvent oneself and to find new ways to face challenges is one of the greatest strengths we can have. The loyalty of the dog is one of the purest forms of love and dedication we can witness. These four-legged companions teach us about the depth of unconditional affection and the importance of a strong and reliable relationship. Dogs enter our lives as a whirlwind of joy and energy, but quickly become more than just pets. They become family members, loyal friends who share with us the highs and lows of life. With a simple wag of the tail or a loving look, they have the ability to lift our spirits and remind us of what truly matters: connection. These remarkable animals hold no grudges and do not judge, they simply love. They greet us with the same excitement, whether after a long and difficult day or a brief absence. This consistency in affection is a valuable lesson about the loyalty and support we should aspire to offer each other. The loyalty of the dog also manifests in their protection and defense of their humans. They place themselves between us and danger, ready to defend us, not out of obligation, but by choice. This courage and altruism are powerful examples of what it means to be truly committed to the well-being of another being. Dogs are masters in teaching love, loyalty, and the importance of a genuine connection. They show us that when we build relationships based on trust, respect, and affection, we create a bond that is unbreakable. They inspire us to be better, to love more freely, and to value the relationships we have in our lives. By following the example of dogs, we can learn to cultivate deeper and more meaningful relationships with everyone around us. These revelations from animals are valuable lessons that, if applied to our life, can help us live in a more harmonious, conscious, and fulfilled way. They are wonderful teachers who, through their lives and actions, teach us about the essence of existence. In this story, where animals served as guides through their silent lessons, I invite you to step out of the routine and rush of everyday life to connect with nature and learn directly from these masters that surround us. Take a break, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to observe. Look at your dog, the bird in the sky, or your cat. Each of them has something to teach, a wisdom that requires no words, but attention and presence. See how animals interact with their environment, how they adapt, how they live. There is a wealth of knowledge to be gained simply by observing and reflecting on their actions. Open your heart to the lessons that each creature has to offer. I want you to take these lessons into life. Apply the loyalty of the dog in your relationships, the freedom of the bird in your worldview, the wisdom of the fish in your ability to adapt. Let the curiosity of the rabbit inspire you to explore, let the cunning of the monkey teach you about social intelligence, let the strength of the horse motivate you to overcome challenges, let the resilience of the rat encourage you to persist, let the greatness of the whale remind you of the importance of community, let the grace of the butterfly inspire you to transform, and let the versatility of the duck help you to be flexible. Thus, at the end of this encounter with the silent masters of nature, the action I propose is simple: connect, learn, and grow. They are here to teach us, and we are here to learn.